We got Team Curry in the gray, Team Weaver wearing the blue. And Coburn wins the tap for Team Weaver. Early on, guys, these teams haven't played together much. They've been practicing a little bit. Dallin, what are you looking for?
That right there. A little denial, a little effort. You see guys right away. Are they going to come out, as Corey just mentioned, are they going to compete? Are we going to see a different level of effort than we saw yesterday in the drills when you had this opportunity in front of you? That was a great start for Scotty Pippen Jr. with the steal, right?
Well, and that's the competitive nature normally comes out on the defensive end here. I mean, again, that's one of the things. If you're going to defend in the combo.
Jump shot short. That was Tyrese Martin. He got the invite from the G League Elite Camp. He showed out well, the UConn star. First jump shot, knocked down smooth. That's John Butler Jr., the freshman.
Show your ability to make shots, and that's what he does very, very well. At 7'1", has the ability to stretch the floor. Corner three-point shooter, but they got that, and he was the star of that game.
And that's when they were still fully healthy.
Yes.
And he was playing with all those other good players around him. They were young, but that was a big opportunity. Coburn coming out here, Kofi, the big fella. It's interesting with guy number 88 in blue, who was top of Illinois, second-team All-American. Just doesn't fit as much in today's modern NBA, but he's trying to show that he can have a place still despite that.
Absolutely, and you look at Kofi, and I had an opportunity to coach Kofi his senior year in high school as John Butler knocks down his second
three of the game.
In high school as he is now. And that's one of the things coming into this environment. Who puts the work into their body? Yeah. Who takes this, and we talked about this being an interview, who takes this seriously and puts in the work?
Okay, Kenny Lofton Jr., he got the invite from doing well at the NBA G League Elite Camp through this draft combine. What was that experience like as you prepare to go in front of all of these executives for every NBA team?
Well, you know me pretty well. I'm not a guy that stresses much, but it's probably the most stressful time of my life. And when you think about it, last year, I won't call it my senior season because I missed my junior season as well with a broken ankle. So 2 back-to-back injuries and wondering, honestly, whether you made the right decision. Now, of course, these young men have an opportunity to those guys that we're highlighting the show with, one of those top 5 projected picks.
We saw Jaylin Williams, the sophomore, small forward out of Kansas, knock down the jumper. Here's another jump shot knockdown. That's Tyrese Martin again.
And then you mentioned
got the invite to this NBA draft combine to participate in the scrimmages. Here's Kenny Lofton Jr., Coburn tracing him down, and Lofton finishes.
Fleet of foot. We talk about body type. He is a physical, bigger physical body there. Double.
Told him to do this. You got to go both feet in. You can't go in timid and expect to perform. You got to go for the throat. And Ochai did that. But the one thing he did see was there were with it. Testing has been positive, where a lot of people are nervous about their guys testing. But testing has been positive because the feedback.
3 guys. I have a guy in mind, and the Spurs have 3 first-round picks. Which one of your guys you feel fits better in that organization, if you had to say one?
Well, I'm not much on ball and body movement, player movement. That's very consistent with how we try to play. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm not saying that's the best way or the only way.
Florida State, who walked off the floor. Good to see him get up off the floor after the medical staff had to attend to him. Let's hopefully he's going to be okay. Nice dunk, put back. How about an NBA comparison to Ryan Rollins? Maybe like a C.J. McCollum, kind of a low, mid-major guy making a name for himself in the NBA.
CJ's also like, man, I get this from everybody. Him and Dame both get that. If anybody's a mid-major guard that's not lightning fast but can shoot it and use their body well, I'm not crushing your comp, but there you go.
So do you have a comp then?
No, I just ran in your parade. Not move on, man.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Coach Curry, how you doing? This is John Schriffen. Can you hear us?
Right here.
She's in the game. She's in the zone right now.
Come on, Scotty. Let's go.
Good. All right, we'll try to make it work at some point today. We'd love to get the insight because I talked to Coach Curry before the game as working this year.
Just real quick, you got a Big Ten battle between the bigs going on right now. That was 88. Kofi Coburn throwing on dunk. Jaylin Williams, nice slip back. These guys know each other well, played against each other for a number of years.
Is that a good enough answer? Good. Go. Good.
Can take that.
Nice. Go. Kick. Nice, Ty. Nice. Good. Jaylin, great pass. Way to stay with it.
Keon Ellis finishing it up. Coach, that's just how you drew it up?
Yeah, just like that. Good, Scotty. There we go. And one. Good, Scotty. Good D, Scotty.
We throw the word GOAT around a lot, but she's one that can really deserve to have that beside her name.
Quavion Smith knocks down a three, the freshman out of NC State.
He's got good athleticism. He's bouncy. But again, how can he show his ability to defend on the other end? Because we know he can make shots. He already got 4 threes.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest difference.
Big guy who just stepped back for Team Curry. Jaylin Williams from Arkansas hit his first three of the game. Get that out of here. Ryan Rollins showing the hops. They called the foul, but I love the contest.
Absolutely. Ryan Rollins has been very impressive early today, going up, getting that. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know that that's a foul in the NBA. When you think about it, he didn't hit him low. He went, the left hand never touched the ball.
Played since January. Like, he was a guy who got invited to the G League Combine, but he was injured at Houston. If he's playing last year, Corey, that Houston team could have been a national championship game.
Iverson Molinar. This is Ryan Rollins out of Toledo with the ball in his hands. 3 on the clock. Good offensive foul.
Without getting 5-on-5 action in. So I give him a lot of credit for coming in and being able to play and perform as well as he has.
Hey, that's a good set. Drawing up a little back screen. Ryan Rollins showing his athleticism again, going up to finish.
Giving you an opportunity to build on your lead.
Nice back screen. No weak side help was cleared out. Everybody was on the strong side.
As a bigger player, as a shooting guard, as a small forward, as a power forward, whatever it may be, can you initiate offense? Because that's a skill that is valued in today's game.
Kenny Lofton Jr. poked it away, got the steal on one end.
Put the ball in the basket at Vanderbilt as you see Lofton lay it in.
Yeah, and Scotty started at the 2. He played the 2 in the NBA because of the rules and the spacing.
Molinar slipping down, throwing it down with 2 hands. Jaylin on the breakout. Molinar leading the fast break. Rollins kick ahead. Here's Sapser from 3, knocking it down.
Hey, Ryan, I hear you, boy.
You know, when you look at what the guards for Team Curry have done, we talked about Rollins, we talked about Sapser and Quavion Smith. They have really adjusted early to the way you have to play here. And that's something that you like to see, especially for guys getting going. Speaking of adjusting, no adjustment needed for Kenny Lofton Jr. because he continues to get it done here at the Combine.
Lofton lowering the shoulder, getting some space. How does his game translate to the next level, Dallin? Hard fall in that first half, went into the locker room, but he's back on the floor.
And the one thing people take away from that, he has some toughness. And more importantly, it matters as Lofton continues to show up at the NBA level. Layups get blocked. As you see, going up, not a stronger finish there, but just straight vert. Lofton has the ability to go from a standstill to finishing, has the wingspan.
And I'm glad you put that out there. I might have to put the ask in.
Thank you, sir.
I think we just did on television. Let's double down on the ask, though, in person if need be.
Iverson Molinar finishing through the contact.
And he has that ability. You're talking about great athleticism.
Yep. He catches with his feet set, man. Smith is going to, I mean, he's showcasing exactly what we knew he would do is make shots. He's got 5 threes already.
But the difference is shooting it for 23-9. I mean, that's a big difference between, would you say, 22?
22 and 1/3 inches.
Pull up in transition. Bang, bang. Quavion Smith, the freshman from NC State, putting on a
monster
show.
with Liddell and him. And you could see he was the pro on the team. It was real clear that this dude has just a ton of potential, and physically he's got the talent. Mentally, you can see the development and difference, and his game is great.
And what I like was your question to him was about how he started off the season in comparison to how he finished. Yeah. He got better as the year goes along, and when you're looking at it from an NBA perspective, you want to see guys that continue to improve, to continue to put in the work throughout a college basketball season, because that shows you they're willing to do that at professional.
Cockburn up here to the level, trying to stop it, and then that means his other 4 teammates have to be in position to support him. If he's going to be 20 feet away from the basket, we didn't do a very good job there.
Today and how they can improve by tomorrow.
Well, the first thing is I've got a great coaching staff. Lane Powell, Kenny Blakeney, and obviously Jason Terry. Those guys have done an amazing job of connecting with these kids very quickly. And even in game, you see all of us are coming down here, spending a lot more time talking to them on the bench. Get lost in the 40 minutes, and we're also trying to make sure that they don't get so lost in the 40 minutes that they lose track of the next, hopefully, 10, 15.
To recognize the great line, men lie, women lie, numbers don't, from Jay-Z. And when you think about that from Kenny Lofton.
That was Marcus Sasser knocking down the three. Sasser out of Houston. He's got 6 points now. Bank shot is open.
No, it's not.
Jabari Walker.
He's throwing some decent passes, not there. We've shown him to be able to finish around the lane. If he could knock down threes, he shot 32% from the year last year.
Off his passing ability.
Oh, this was something he didn't see very much at Purdue.
Well, he's showing you right now. You
Okay.
didn't see.
It should be in college too, but the NBA, you got to have guys filling those corners.
Yes.
And if a guy ain't there, the passer's usually mad because it's not his fault. There should be a guy there.
Jabari.
And you're talking about a big guy rebounding the basketball. We know he can rebound, but if you can push the ball down the floor, I can remember my first coach in the NBA, Bob Hill, talking about Dennis Rodman. And one of the reasons why Dennis Rodman wanted to rebound so much is because he was able to push the ball down the floor. He could be able to initiate the offense. It was an incentive for him to rebound, of course, a guy who was already a great rebounder.
Oh, thought about another one. Putting his man on skates.
Uh-oh.
And one.
Uh-oh.
Jaylin Williams, make yourself some
Points now, 5 assists. And take a look at this. This is, again, 6'10", about 260. And, Corey, you've mentioned his body. This is a young man in high school that was over 300 pounds. Like, it's taken time, effort, and energy. And he still looks even better than he did at the end of
We're playing 2 20-minute halves. It's been all Team Curry in the second half. Jaylin Williams has really stepped up. Nice three ball. Jabari Walker knocking it down. Pac-12 in rebounding. Just over 9 per game, and that'll do it. Kenny Lofton Jr. put up a strong performance in scrimmage number 1. He will join us when we come back. No.